What was I doing again? Oh, that's right. Steel. Which we probably have a fair amount, like, stored up now. Oof. Yeah, that's nice to see, actually. But we are going to have to start figuring what we're going to do with it now. So let's carry some over. We'll take a look at the research and see. Because I know we need to start making nicer and nicer parts. Or nicer and nicer things. We still don't have a milestone selected. We could just probably do this, get the 5 extra inventory slots. Honestly, that's pretty tempting at this point. In fact, it's incredibly tempting. Yeah, let's do that. The increased melee beat stick thing, I'm not so concerned. We got this thing that shoots the railroad spikes or whatever, rebarb spikes. That thing's pretty badass. This though, this extra 5 slots alone I think is worth it. I'm gonna start dumping things in there. Cables I don't think we have. I mean we have 4. This thing's still. We have those. Okay. The rest of the stuff we're just gonna have to make. Oh, and we're 1 short. Of course we are. Just hop over here and hopefully grab some. Nice. Nice. How you guys doing? 100. Fantastic. I need all those. Let's make 1 more of these. So we can have our 10. And then like the 3000 cable we need to make as usual. This will be one of the things I start automating soon. But I have no way to like make it smart though and tell it to stop at a certain point. I have to micromanage that. It's part of the reason why I haven't been doing it. Because I don't want a giant conveyor belt worth of it. Keep making it. Or a giant storage box, I should say. If I could put down a storage box and say, don't put more than like 1,000 in it, then I feel like we could be talking, but I don't want it to fill it up all the way. That's not what I want from life. Alright, let's dump you in there. Let's get those extra 5 slots.
Milestone reached. R&D inflated your pocket dimension and have provided an improved Xeno Zapper with increased strength and range.
Beautiful. Alright, so let's see what this guy's gonna take then. I think it's time to start. Oh, God. Okay. It's not me being concerned about that in the slightest. Jesus Christ, are you kidding me? That's gonna suck. I keep blocking out of my memory that that's what I have to make next. Alright. So this... Alright. What do I need to do with the steel? We need motors, right? Which are those things and this. Just cable and steel pipes. This is not so bad. What do we need for all of these cables and plates? Let's take some more cables in. Or some more wire, I should say. To make more cables. And let's try to... Hello there, friend! How are you? Ah. That is great advice, thank you. Unless you belt out. Yeah. That's fantastic. We can totally do that. Well, then that's absolutely what we're gonna do. Interesting. For now, let's make some more of these. Because we're gonna need a fair amount. Let's take our slugs and make some power things too. We're at it, actually. I feel like it's, now that we have a excess of overhead power, we can start overclocking more. Where before it was kind of like, yeah, we can do that, but we don't want to. Now we do want to. Green power slug. Well, what do I do with the yellow one though? I thought we researched it, and it was like power shards. Do that. Maybe it unlocked under here. I didn't realize. Berry scanner. Yellow shards. Sure did. Fair enough. We'll work on that one next time. Fantastic. I really appreciate that. Obvious set of advice you just gave me. It's, who's our hold up here? Imagine it's not you. Almost certainly it's you. You're already getting overclocked. Ugh. Well, I guess there's no reason not to keep doing it. At least for now. Kinds of megawatts being used there. Are you able to keep up? Probably not. That's okay. Just let that kind of keep clocking away. Okay. So from the steel, we want pipes. Let's maybe get some of these things out of the way, because I feel like they are in the way. Yeah, I imagine you're not very happy about what I just did there. I don't blame you. Where did this power link up from? They're all linked up over there. This is a hot mess of power lines. Let's go ahead and get rid of you. And then go turn these bad boys back on, I suppose. Which I don't have to run to the power thing. I think I can just flip them anywhere here. Go, do it. Do it. Perfect. We're gonna need assemblers. Do we have concrete on us? Just make that 0, because I do make a fair amount of these. Excellent stuff. I should probably build a ramp over here too. Just in case I ever find myself really trying to drive up that thing. Kind of feel like that's a problem for future Absurdum. Handle it when you get there, but whatever. Alright, so in terms of production, we're definitely going to want an assembler, which we can't afford. Good to know. What I'm about there. Damn module frames, man. Always being a pain in my ass. Just make a crap ton of them, because I'm sure I'll need all of them. Yeah, that should give me 2 at least. I actually don't remember the blueprints, and I think I have to walk back to the bench to look at them. Which is sad because I just left the damn bench, but... Basher, huh? I mean, it does sound nice, I'm not gonna lie. So we want our motors. Motors are gonna take 2 parts. You're gonna take 2 parts. You take 1 part. So really right now we just need the 1 part. We'll take this, turn it into those, and then we'll need 2 parts. Okay. Fair enough. Except we don't have those. This thing's all backed up. That's not good. Start having major issues over here. Are you not? What are you not getting enough of? You're just not producing fast enough. All right. We just need the constructor. I don't need 10 of them. A constructor will do. Anyways, about that constructor I wanted. This thing has to keep getting built out to the side. Looking funny. So we'll have you make pipes. No power. Yeah, well, that's the thing. You're correct. I'm Mark II storage yet, but I wonder if that would do things for me. Like a lot of things that I want. Can I build on top of these things? Let me up there. No? Okay. It did kind of... I mean, they're flat on top, right? I did kind of feel like I could. I feel like it was a reasonable question to ask. Apparently I was wrong. Let you start going in there. Now I know we need a subler after that. Subler for the pipes. It's going to be... I have to run back here every time because I can't remember what it was for next. Oh, I can do the shards? Are they back? Kind of. Except that I don't have enough things on me. That's kind of embarrassing, actually. Let's pick up this stuff. sure we'll be needing it soon. I feel like that thing is just never producing fast enough. Probably because it's not. This isn't going to be enough. This is outrageous. I'm not doing that. Let's go and fill that up. I'll steal some more things over here. Then we should be able to launch this bad boy and get the next, how do you call it? Overclocking crystal. Shard. Power shard crystal thing. You know, that thing. Whatever the kids are calling it these days. Sure, I'll need some myself, so I'll make a little extra. Pop it. There we go. New parts. Player upgraded. So I get 2 of them from 1. Well, that's kind of cool, actually. I'm not gonna lie, that was actually kind of cool. Alternate recipe could be exactly what I'm looking for. I don't remember what the alternate recipe was right now. But if it's nicer than what I've been doing, it could make things a lot simpler for me. Anyways, the pipes were gonna be for the this, which need the wire. Okay. Well, I have the wire. But we're going to move this wire in the way it's set up, so it's going to be a little different. It's going to be made a lot better. So let's do that. Let's... I think pretty much just do that. Let those kind of go through for now. This guy's going to be making for us these. Fine, he'll get those pipes there. We'll give him some wires. And some power. Particular about their power. I do wish we could make better power lines, because this is kind of super annoying. Not gonna lie. Nope, so we'll just do 6. And you can start storing those. What the heck did you just make? That wasn't at all what you were supposed to be making. Looks like garbage. Actually, maybe it is what you're supposed to be making. No, it's not at all what you're supposed to be making, but that's fine nonetheless. So now I know we need one more assembler. And probably just have it loop back around again, because it seems like the easiest thing to do. There he goes, driving off in the distance there. God, I love him. Working harder than me every second of the day. Every goddamn second. The motors, we'll just need these. So I'll have to pick this all up and move it over, but I am quite okay with that. Invalid location. Yeah, you just love to tear me down, don't you? Let's make sure we have enough foundation laid out. I don't want to be nesting with none of that. Just paving the world. Let's try this again. Assembler. You consider that lined up though, huh? Whatever. Alright, you're making those. So that works out as well. Power line it. Beautiful. From there, I will do another storage container. Yes, brilliant. Where'd those all go? Alright, so we're obviously still missing some ends here, but we'll get there. The one will be easy enough for now. And I like this setup a lot better than the one we had going on the other side of stuff. That was very messy and gross. I'm sure I'm about to make this messy and gross too, but we'll get there. We can always improve things. Move it around a little bit, tweak it as we need. How are you doing here? Go ahead and take that limestone if you would, please. You're on standby. Should do that. I'm gonna pull all this up and at least put flooring in. I'll probably at some point end up picking this up and rotating it through just to kind of make concrete somewhere else. Even if it's, I don't know, pretty much anywhere else. I guess that's what I'm really getting at. Anywhere but here. Oh my. That's why we need this stuff moved. Interesting. I guess for now we need to make some biofuel. Something I'm doing is kicking us over, and it's probably all those damn assemblers. I don't know what it could be. It's all those damn assemblers. So at least until that thing clears out and we can kind of tear it all down. We'll do this and make it even. Combine you two. You already have like 33, that's fine. Oof, but barely. Let's get this going. Wrong ones. There we go. Launch it. Bump. Love it. I don't know what it is about that sound. It sounds like, I don't know, something. Potato gun? Something funny shooting off. It just flies off all drunkenly. So what is this new recipe? Screw and iron plates, that I believe is the old recipe. Art in it. alternate. Oh, that actually will probably work out really well for when it's time. 30. Ooh, that's kind of a lot, actually. The other one took 24 screws. Screws were a lot easier to make, I feel like. Alright, you seem to be done. Whoa, what is this now? Oh, donation 10 bits. Thank you. The flashing lights. The beautiful rainbow effect. It definitely gets my attention. And by that I mean it scares the crap out of me. Storage container. So for now I'm just going to set you... Well, not there because I don't have any pipes. Just run back. Forth. What's that symbol next to your name mean? You got a funny symbol next to your name now. You're an FFZ supporter. I don't know what that means, and I'm willing to bet you probably don't know what that means either. Awesome. Good for us. Pipes. Storage containers take a fair amount of it. Thank you. I like them too. It's the first time they've gone off today, though. They're not getting a whole lot of use. Otherwise, they do change a bit based on like what I'm looking at. You can tell behind me. They do try to mimic the screen. But otherwise, they don't. They haven't been doing much. I'm just gonna put you there. Kind of out of the way. And we can sort this up. That's a lot of things that just popped on my screen. Take it all. Yeah, take it all. Well, if I would have realized we could have just done that, I would have done just that. Yeah, they try to always take the sum of the colors on the screen and display it behind me. Why the sum? I'm not sure, but that's what they do. This is all very weird here. I'm not sure you really needed. You're definitely in the way. I'm not sure you're really needed. Yes, that just pissed off everything I know. Try to flip it back on. Alright. Alright, so another coal generator. And everything in life should be good, except you seem to be in the way, so we'll see about that. But if we get this coal generator, we can hopefully be ahead of these coal problems. Before anybody else. Except the fact that we're missing reinforced frames once again. I'm sorry, module frames. But we can make some. Should hopefully be all we need. Oh, I didn't dump all that concrete back in yet. We'll get there. So let's try to have this guy line up here. It's very what are you kidding me? Is it this thing? That's gonna be a problem. That's kind of concerning. And you could always have them line up unevenly, but that also seems like a problem. encroaching on clearance. It's you! It's been you this whole time. And freak out. There we go. Let's just get another one going. Power line it. Power line it. Power line it. Power line it. And power line it. Flip everything back up. Awesome. Now all we need is this to be hooked up. Get that coal running. Hopefully we don't have to deal with power for some time. It probably won't be that long. Producing 140 megawatts. So that math is not right. How much do you produce? How much do you produce? 50. So something isn't right. This third one's not hooked up. There we go. I was going to say it should be way more than that. There it is. 190. Awesome. Take that, you commie bastards. Good clean coal. Fuck me. I can't even say it. So, okay, I can still build this thing here as long as I reposition it. Which is fine. That's all I really wanted from life. Now we get to talk about you guys. You're empty. Let's take you with us. You're almost certainly empty. So, not sure what I'm going to necessarily do with this space right now, but that's okay. That is okay. Go ahead and I can stack you this way. That's really good to know. That is actually quite brilliant. Can't afford. You know what? I don't even care right now. I do care because I desperately need those parts, but I'm gonna act like I don't. This could solve a lot of my problems. So I need to go dump that concrete over too. We have enough pipes for now at least. Whoop, get in there. You're not hooked up, that's fine. Let's sump off some of this concrete. I don't mind having some, but I don't need that much. So this is really cool. It's gonna let me do some very fun things. Which the game did try to tell me to do, in all fairness. So let's do a foundry. No, smelter. Put you in there. We'll smelt that. Perfect. And then from there we will make you. No, stop that. You. Where'd my lines go? See, I don't like that line. I'm just gonna go there. To hell with what you say. You the wrong way. Did I build you backwards? Oh yeah, I sure did. Orange lights flaring up behind me. If you say so. And you are insisting. Son of a bitch, I just built another smelter, didn't I? Fuck. Certain, what are you doing? Get your life together. Constructor is what I wanted. There we go. Hey, we got it eventually. You're gonna make wire. Wire is going to go to 2 different places. Let's have a splitter. It's going to help me deal with that emotionally. One wire is going to go in. What is your problem? Too steep. Encroaching on clearance. That is shenanigans. That's enough for you. One will go in there. And another one will go up there. From there, you can sit there and come back out into there. Perfect. Alright, let's wire some of these up. We'll see how well they really work. Power poles are my major complaint about this game. They're just annoying. The fact that they have caps. It makes sense that they have caps. They're still just annoying. So we'll overclock that. Have it do 200%. Because it's gonna have to supply twice as many things, and I will probably just need to be perfectly honest. You reduce 30 a minute. You reduce 30 a minute. No, but you're getting 30 a minute. Producing 90 a minute. I wish you would tell me the recipe. You're not getting put out fast enough, though. Giggity. That will help it kind of dump out faster. Doesn't seem to be, it still seems to be getting stuck. Because right there, that's not upgraded. Why would you do that? Why would you not just upgrade all of it? There you go, that seems considerably better. It's able to actually pump those out. Was a way to just drop these individually. How many of these do I really want taken up? That should be enough. How about you? How are you doing? Productivity. Let's see. I think you're going to be able to sustain that 100%, which will make me happy. For now. We'll see how that continues. You, however, you need rotors. That's going to be asking more of me. For now, I think this is at least set up well enough. Well, you know what? Screw it. Why don't we have this thing make cables? Because that's the other thing we were going to do. Might as well just do it now. Instead of like 20 minutes from now and I'm like, I wish I had more cables. That's what I was going to do. Whine. No, 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 that's your problem. Don't do that. You just think you're freaking hilarious, don't you? Okay. Joke's on absurdum. Jerk ones. How's the power looking? Still pretty decent. Nice. For now. Now, until we run out of those biomass things. We'll be down to 150, which still gives a pretty decent overhead. For now, I'm not really sure what to have you do. Well, I'm not going to put you into storage because I don't have any pipes. Funny. You are hardly using these things. I'm gonna be tearing you all up though soon. You're gonna be luckily redoing all this because it's a hot mess. It is just a hot mess over here. That's really not bad for motors. How many did we need to do that? Let's set that as a goal so I don't have to keep wondering. Because I feel like it was only like 50. It's the frames that are really going to screw me over. 150. Well, that's still close. Can I set you? We'll knock 5 and 6. Well, that's certainly what I want. But I can't set you as a thing. Well. Okay then. This is very temporary, but for now, this will do. Just, let this go in there so I don't have to keep making them at least. And then I think it's going to be undoubtedly time just to tear this up and redo some of this old iron factory we had going. Anything here that I absolutely must have that I haven't already gotten? Yeah, I don't know. For a hot second there, I was like, yeah, maybe. No. "48 slots has input and output for conveyor belts." That's nice. But I like double stacking them to kind of keep things separate. Really, I'd only be doing it for this, and I'd be using 50 motors. So no, I don't really care about that. go ahead and tear this guy down. He's not doing anything for us. Stuff inside of him, but we'll take it. Giggity, take it. Stuff inside of him. Yeah. Oh, moon is so blue, it always scares me. Like, literally frightened. The lights behind me are so dark. So much black on the screen. Alright, so we're going to change the way some of this works. And I think we're just fine to do that. And that's, do I really need to tear these things up? It's probably easier if I do. And give me the parts I need to keep making stuff. Such a freaking hot mess. This is always such an incredible eyesore. We can at least clear the space out. To do what? I don't know quite yet. Let's get some of this things out of the way. I feel like I just picked up a lot of weird things. Maybe not. It's getting weird images on the screen, I swear. So there's a Mark II miner. It's 120 a minute, which is a lot. I can get a lot from that, but I just don't feel the need to do that yet. Foundry, how much do you make a minute? There's 30. That's fair. Let's just go ahead and break some of these things down. Run out of space here for a second. Ah, yes, there I am. Running out of space. Well, it's nice that it doesn't just destroy the objects for you. Kind of what I've expected it to be perfectly honest. Kept it there. Fine. Jerk. Let's go ahead and do another smelter. I think having something like this will be a little better. Do 60, so that works out, right? Not making that up. 60, which is perfect. This is just 30. least we can make those again. Let's have us do... storage. Too steep. No. Jerkwads. Jerk thing to do. Too steep. So you're just telling me no, basically. Too steep. What kind of nonsense is that? Wait, that's not what I wanted at all. Surnum's getting ahead of himself. I was like, this seems so much easier than before. It's because you're missing a step, moron. Now we'll do it. Still need a constructor. Of course, you're 4 to 4. Thing's just in the way. That's a bit better. Assembler constructor it is. Don't do this to me. It literally just takes up a bit more space. That's how much I don't care. Fine, just do it then. Oh. These things are absolute jerks. This too steep thing is baloney. It's a conveyor belt. Make it work. I don't care how. Give me your reasons. Let's try our best to hook these up. To 4 again, but you're hooked up. So we need plates and rods from 1. I kind of feel like just doing rods for both, but we'll do plates here. We'll do rods here. We ended up doing last time. Where do I want the next set of things to be? So after that, we want screws. Screws are going to be a big thing, right? Screws take just those. So that's another assembler. That's not so bad. Reinforced plates, which is screws. I think that's still the best way to go. And rotors, which is screws and pipes. So not really answering my question, where do I want the storage containers for these things to be? It's right there. Is that enough room for you? Saying yes. I still kind of don't trust you on that. Just go for it, though. So you're producing... should be 60 a minute. Which is what this belt can handle. You're producing us, cool. So, here's the other problem, is now I will need both of these to come back up, but I will need, not you, but the pipes all need to go back into a separate container again. This is where I have problems with them, the way they basically don't sort. I suppose a splitter would do. Logistics. Like a too tall one would be kind of cool, right? Can I place you on top of each other? No. Then we'll act like it never happened. That's fine. So first things first, we definitely need screws to be made. No one in their right mind will argue that. They're gonna have to be split from here. I don't think anyone will argue that either. You know what, let's have this. Which is stupid. It's very stupid. Why don't we do something that's dumb? I don't like the way these split. I just think it's terrible. That probably end up looking better. And you can make screws. Should just kind of load up. The other pipes will be out about. But for now, just do that. These actually do look like screws. That's pretty cool. Really big screws. Not at all appropriate to the size that come out of there, but cool nonetheless. So these screws are going to have to go in the storage container and get split into two different places as well. For these, we will need assemblers. You know what? Maybe instead of right there. We'll have... just go this way. Those two might conflict, which I'm not happy about, but we'll see. Put the screws back in there. As if it really matters. You know what? You actually need the faster one too, don't you? I think you do. This all seems pretty familiar. Sometimes it won't output fast enough. We're getting places. This is getting places. I'm happy about the places. Giant assembler there. So you take screws and pipes. Screws and pipes make these. I think if there's any way around it, you're gonna have to be that one. You're not gonna let me do this. You shouldn't let me do that. You should very much reconsider that. Interesting. Yeah, you sure did let me do that. Well, that's not too appalling to the eye, despite... I guess I could try to pretty it up a bit, but I'm just going to choose not to look at it instead. I think you need the faster belt as well. Can support it, we should be doing it. Alright, and I think storage container is perfect for this next one to go. Don't quite have the room for it that I wanted. Okay. For now, it's fine. Because you are going to be getting the rotors. Rotors need to go in here. That's awesome. It's going to be too steep. As it always is. Now you're just going to go through each other. Yeah, of course you are. Why the hell not? This thing can start making. Do you go into storage? And you do. Perfect. So that's one thing automated. One of the things. That's it. Still have to take this other one. Something tells me you're just definitely not making enough of you. Oh yeah, look at you. Well, well, well. Isn't that interesting? What if we need to upgrade this? What if we did make this similar to? Well, you know what? Let's dump off some of these things that we have. Fortunate as it is that we have them. We actually don't need them all. Especially those. And most certainly these. How are you doing 200% but not producing enough? Yeah, 0% efficiency. You're only supposed to be making 15 a minute. Normally. Is that right? I don't feel like that's right. I feel like you're supposed to make 30 normally. So why are you doing that? Doesn't say it's an output thing. Your input's great, so what's your problem? Well, let's get that out of the way. Let's actually tear this down. They're not going to be happy about it, but we're going to do it anyways. Let's run over here real quick. We wanted steel things. Which we have a fair amount of those on us. But get out of my way. These guys, however, we do not. Really out of storage space. Okay, so let's dump some things off. Maybe just trash you. That's probably a good start. I think I can live without you two. And I think we'll be okay with that, you. That should free up a fair amount of that stuff. Is pretty easy to come by now. We don't need to hold on to it all day and worship it. Cased industrial beam, 4 of them. Bam. There's one. Orbital miner, steel pipes, we're good on. Cables. Alright, so it should be happy to let me do this. With little complaints on my resources. Encroaching, huh? Interesting, it takes up ever so slightly more room. Yeah, that's not even gonna work. We're gonna need the faster one. Let's power up this bad boy. Oh yeah, that thing sounds pretty intense. That's pretty cool. It's actually adding pipes to drill deeper. Alright, now let's break everything. This is like Factorio. It's very familiar. Oh good, this is working. Let's break it. I think we'll need these. The whole reason we came out here was to make another one of these to make more pipes. So let's do that. I have not forgotten. Smelter. And then, of course, constructor. Constructor in every home. Go. Oops. Logistics. Here we are. Still need to hook these up for power. And we'll need to rework the way this works too. Which is fine. That's what mergers are for. It's not very often we bother with one of those. I'm using the term bother correctly. Yeah, I thought you might have a problem with that. Jump over there. Jerkwad. Which is really for the better, because I guess we need another one of these anyways, and we don't have the tubes. Doesn't that freaking figure? Take some. Aha! Let's try to get up high so I can do this. Player's in the way. Of course he is. Those two are back on. And you should just have to connect with you. And with the exception of your output, everyone should be happy. Well, happier. You are only producing 15. That's just a crappy number. You gotta get those rookie numbers up. I'll just have to take that for what it is. How is our power looking? I feel like any second now we're gonna shut down. Oh god, yeah, we're pretty close. I'm willing to bet though we make enough coal to... We're bringing in enough coal, I should say, to get by with this and do more. Yeah, for sure. We're not too far from breaking even, but we are still making more than we're using. The other thing I could do is I could put things in here to overclock them. Produce more energy. That's going to use a lot more fuel. But at this rate, it might be worth it, because an extra 50% of 50 is obviously 25, but it's substantial. Unlike before, where getting fuel was a pain in the butt, and the output mattered more. Producing 90 a minute. I don't feel like that's enough. This is agreeing with me. We need more power slugs. All of the power slugs. 78%, which is not terrible. Certainly not great. Well, why don't I finish I'm doing here? That way, at least while we're going on power slugs, some of these things are actually still working. We're almost done with what we're doing. What we need now is just to make the iron reinforced plates, so we can make the module for frames, if I remember correctly. And it should just be that. It should just be plates and screws. But we're not making enough screws. But of course. Fair enough. I do know what to do. I think so, at least. This is where I really want it. This plate's going to be going an awfully long distance. And I still don't think I'll even have room. I'm going to need those plates for things, though. Which means it should be going the other way. So that for now, this rock being in the way is really going to be a pain. So, to be fair, I don't think I need you anymore. At the very least, I don't need you right now. So let's get you configured. Screws. Perfect. Auto bar. I don't know if that's what I want from now on, but lately I've been wanting more of that than anything else. Cannot connect to that connection. Ah, it's the story of my life. Really, are you really capped out? That is quite ridiculous. So then, of course, we need an assembler. This is where things are going to get a bit hairy. It's where do we fit this bad boy? This giant rock in the way. We can barely squeeze it in there. Actually, it doesn't seem to be too bothered by the rock, which is great news, because I won't be if it's not. Let's go with the old... You know, let's make you 3 and let's make you 4. Just for now, if nothing else. Encroaching another space. You're almost okay with that, which is hilarious. As soon as I got rid of that one stand that I like never use, now I want to use it. How is that going to be too steep, Cerdum? Did you even try to think this through? Too steep, yeah. See, the answer was no, I didn't. Let's try this. Let's try another one. I don't want to do it too tall because I don't want it to be too steep. do you mean encroaching on others? Ridiculous. It's gonna be too steep again. I already tell you how this is gonna work out. Too steep. Well, what if we got rid of it here though? 'Cause I don't think that's all necessary. Ha! Oh yeah, this is getting ridiculous quickly. I like it. I like it a lot. Big fan of this nonsense. And you are going to make the reinforced plate. Hopefully. From there, we need module frames. More pipes. More is with the pipes, man. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to make a lot of them myself, which I really don't want to do. Was it 500 it wanted? Jeez. Also, it is time for a break. Well past time for a break. Yeah, 500. And power slugs. We still need power slugs. Still kind of missing the room I wanted for here, but I guess I could just try to bring it around. Up and over. As long as it's not too steep. Maybe now it's encroaching on others' clearance. Oh God, that's right, because you weren't happy with that before. Whatever reason you hated that. Just because you hate me. And that's too steep. What will work for you? That will work for you. Okay. Try to get this lined up, I guess. As ridiculous of a feat as that seems. Start here to make sure this will work before I get too carried away with this idea. I think I'd hate for something like that to happen. Right when I'm about to finish all this up. This is a space I very much want to have as much of as possible. So that will work. Alright, so let's say I want these to come out. Maybe even into storage. To be perfectly honest. What are you making? Yeah, definitely into storage. I don't think we're gonna have that kind of room here though. Not with this stupid thing in the way now. Can't afford it. Well, actually my problem is that I just can't afford it. So who knows? I could be wrong. Seem to be out of pipes over there. You're not too steep. And I will need one more assembler. We'll take this break soon. I really need to take a break, but I just don't want to lose my train of thought on this. Because God knows I'll never get it back. Where can you fit? Nowhere, because I can't afford you. Okay. You're not getting a screws anyways. Because you're not powered on. Just because you're not getting any iron. Why is nobody getting any iron over here? Did we just have a power malfunction? I didn't realize it. You're not getting any power. Why? So hooked up to you. Oh, because I never sent any of you back up. Ugh, absurd. Don't be a moron. Well, that could have made a big difference in a lot of things in my life, but whatever. We're here now, it's just how it's going. I was gonna say, usually you hear that big freaking noise anytime anything shuts down. Painfully aware that it just happened. Let's see, can we make some of these module frames? 2, 3. That way we can make ours simpler. Thing is encroaching on my space. There we go. No one ever wants to talk about that. I feel like that will probably be fine. Probably keep up with that then. You're going to be making frames. Yes, I remember now. Should be making reinforced things. You are. There goes the power again. Son of a gun. Also, I need to do something with you now. First things first, we just tipped it right over. Let's go to our friend over here. Then let's go to our power plant friend. Let's move around the power slugs a little. Power slug. It's going to use a lot more fuel, but I think couldn't possibly be any harm to that. Come on, do it. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. We were super close to hitting that. We're gonna hit it. That's for freaking sure. I even flipped that thing over yet. We need more power slugs. Never mind, what's going on here? I have the slightest idea. Taking both these power slugs out means that I'm not getting anything by having that second guy there. So if I get you overclocked, use 4. Use 6. That would use way more. So it's way more efficient power-wise to have 2 separate ones. These power slugs, I don't feel like they're efficient at all. I feel like they're there. Just agree with me. To mess with my head. And they are. Clearly letting them. Clap, clap. Twirl it. Yeah, what a perfect time for that. This is what I really wanted. So you consume how long it takes to what? Produce a part. This is not a thing, it might not. Also, that's not 150%. You might think I'm stupid, but that's not 150%. You look like you're chewing through that coal a lot faster, though. Yeah, well, it's because you are. Get the feeling this isn't what I wanted from life. Well, for now, it's what it is. I should have taken that break like an hour ago when I originally thought of it. So close now. Still haven't even hooked this guy up. Never even told him what to do. No. Okay. So here's where things are gonna get kind of ugly, and I'm not pleased about this. Wait, no, that's the in. That's an out. That's an out. Crap, we already got 2 outs going there. Crap. We just need more freaking pipes all the freaking time, man. Here's a plan. I don't love it. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. Stupid. I wish there was a button I can. There probably is. Watch, I'm just an idiot. Wish there was a button I could hold just to like automatically make these things go higher, so I wouldn't have to separately just do this. Because it's annoying to do this. Approaching others' clearance. It's too steep. See? See what I mean? It's just annoying. Why would I ever want you to go that way? Don't be completely derpy. Forward the freaking cables. It's taking forever. Just wanted to make some parts. Well, we got a lot of freaking cables, so I guess I could chill on that for now. Just relax. Fill that up, and then you can relax. What all are you even hooked up to, man? You were hooked up to this machine. You were hooked up to that machine. And you were hooked up to that power line over there. It's really annoying that I have to move you and redo all of that. Hooked up over there. Okay. Okay, please just connect this now. No. So encroaching on somebody's space. There. Can I please just hook this up now? No. No. Bad idea if I do that. This is ridiculous. I'm gonna have power poles next to power poles next to power poles. Just so I can wire them up in circles like that. Hey, module frames. We're here. We finally got there. Put them in the storage unit, and then we'll take that break that I've been talking about for forever. 4 minutes. That is practically nothing. But no, at least we have some new goals in mind, and we have everything we need for the elevator being made, which is really cool. All right, so gonna take that break I've been talking about forever. Literally almost 2 hours now. Great. And I'll see you everyone in just a minute.